What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday Morning Live, Season 7, Episode 21. Yay! I've got a customer's locks here. It was a bad key, and they should be coming back any minute now. So I'm like right in the middle of that. Strangely enough, I got a splinter. That's not strange enough, but I gotta find that. So if start wildly scratching my thumb, it's one of those that you can't. Damn it! That you can't see until you hit it just right, and I can't see it at all. So, but at the same exact time, I just ran across a bad master lock door lock. So we get to talk about that. Like, it just happened. I was keying it up, and the cylinder is funky. It's not letting the key go in and out right. So we're going to investigate that cylinder. I had to grab another one and key it up to his key. So let me put it back in case the guy shows up. I've not had a chance. He showed up with this pile just a second ago, so I have not had a chance to get my cold drip. So I'm going to lubricate this guy before it goes out in the field. And he had a quick set deadbolt. The main problem was, as we all know, chill out, slow the fuck down. I'm trying to film here, you jackass. And that hurts. Okay, hold on. We got one thing at a time. I hate it when multiple things happen at once, right? Oh my god, that's itching the shit out of me. Okay, get out of there. Where are you? Hold on. I gotta come over here. I gotta get a light on it. It's itchy, itchy, itchy. Please hold. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sugar, huh? Oh my god, that's right in this crook on my finger. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, okay, hold on. That's not sharp enough. I got a pair of tweezers just for this. Sorry. Oh, I gotta get this out of my finger. It's driving me crazy. Okay. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. Oh, God. Get on my finger. Oh, it's still there. Son of a bitch, that hurts. For this extraction, I'm using the S7E Tack and Tweeze. Right there, right there. This video is not sponsored by S7E Tack and Tweeze. Did I get it? Feel like I got it. Hold on. Oh, God, that was irritating. So, now where was I? Was it gone? Let me go get a... Yeah, look at it. Where's a... Okay, I think it's gone now. I can concentrate. Jeez. They come. I think I don't know what's going on with it. Must have a messed up spring or something. Frank. Yeah, Frank came out a little bit there. My bad. My bad. So yeah, I have to go get my cold drip, which is now on ice right now. Okay, let me put this back together. So yeah, the pin stack height shouldn't matter on a Wiser. I've never had a problem keying one of these guys up. Now this does have a pretty radical bitting. What's going on here, Wiser or Master? No, works fine. Do his closed caption. Thank you. Thank you for the closed captioning. It looked awesome. I was kind of wondering there, so. I'm alone on the hill today. Shoe Shot's not here. He's still in the hospital. They're not here. Only the bakery down the street, and they don't really count. Alright, so you get a new doorknob. You get a new doorknob. And you get a new doorknob. Let's see what's in the screw pack here. Oop, nope. Oop. You're going to need your deadbolt screws. You're not going to need those. Looks like you're on a bar door, so that's a problem. Because it has machine screws. So you're going to need them. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and change out the ones in that doorknob so that he does not try to use them, because this is one of those problems you run into on bar doors or metal doors. We do need to change screen, don't we? Hey, everybody. I didn't say, hey, we need to get assembled. Locksmith assemble! Boom! Boom! Pretty rough quick set here. And then when I got the key made that worked, so the biggest problem, of course, was the access key. No, but then when the access key does work, watch out. So, you know, quick set, boom. Ain't supposed to do that, is it? Boom. It's a full rotation quick set. The spindle, I guess, tip is broken down there. So that guy's bad. And then we've got this little deadbolt here, and just cutting the keys made it work 100% better. Deadbolt seems to be okay. Checking for cracks here. Doesn't seem to be any. So this and this and this. Check the bolt. Boom, boom. It's not a thin door because it's using this fat bolt, so. And new keys. Yes. Go ahead and give you one more little obligatory squirt of lube. Oh yeah, I don't know why oh man, I just had graphite go everywhere. I don't know why I put this up without taking these screws out. So these come with these little wood screws here. I'm just kind of pull these out. Actually, hold up. Yep. Pull those out, throw them out. And switch them out with the Schlage screws that are already machined and wood thread. I'll never forget the time that dude brought back a lock. No, he didn't bring it back. He sent the homeowner back with it. I remember now. Story time. Back one day, I sold some brand spanking new Schlage locks to somebody. And I had to answer the phone before I finished that story. I'm going to put all these back in here. They focus to like that. See what this is about. SE lock and key. Do we make what? Camper? Yes, sir. Most of them. Across from Walker's Drive-In. Walker's Drive-In on North State Street in Fondren. Okay. And I guess I have to make camper keys. What was I talking about? Slade. Oh, yeah. Hold on, we can get off the screen, don't we? What's up, y'all? Happy Saturday morning live. I gotta go get my cold drip, don't I? I'll never forget that time when a fella sent the homeowner back, probably because he wanted to make some money on his own locks, but he sent the homeowner back and he said, I quote, "Hey, how are you? Good. All right, so we have a broken doorknob for sure. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I'm back. It was a neighborhood conversation. Private neighborhood conversation. My bad. Okay, where was I? Cold drip, broken doorknob. He didn't get it back. We can see what's going on with that. We got to see what's going on with that. The screws. Did I finish the screw story? He brought them back because he was like, "Where's that screw?" He was like, "Nope, nope, these are the wrong screws. Can't these aren't the right screws for your old wood door. These here are sheet metal screws." It was about effing parking. Muted for privacy. I do need a muted for privacy. I don't have it on this screen. I should have switched it to the Bajizzy screen, shouldn't I have? Hey, what happened to the camera? My bad. Let's go back to this. See what's going on with yeah, he was like, did I never finish that story? She was like, he said these aren't the right screws for wood. I was like, yeah, they are. They'll work just fine for wood. They work just fine for wood for 100 fucking years. They'll work just fine for your carpenter. Cold drip. I'll let y'all. Oh, we do have camera down. The Bajizzy camera's down. That's which one's down. Uh, I'm gonna go get my cold drip now. Y'all okay? Yep. Just, are these up? Yep. And, yeah. Okay, good. I'll be right back. That, is this same guy's been sitting here all? Do I need to go tell this guy the shoe shop's not coming in today, or should I just let him literally sit there all day long? What do you think? I mean, even the sign on the shoe shop says 10 o'clock, and he has been sitting out there with his truck running for uh before live, 20 minutes before live at least. So that would be Almost an hour now. Why did you not change the lights? Is JBot okay? I don't know. Let's see. JBot seems to be okay. Yeah, y'all talk. Talking about him not being open last Saturday because the weather was bad. Now today ain't raining. I don't know what's going on. That's what dude's saying to the other dude out there. Okay. Does that mean you're gonna leave now? Did it take him to convince you? Please go. Please go. And see, there's the problem is that one person parks stupid and it throws off everybody else. And this may be a customer. Maybe a customer. Or another shoe shop customer. Or not a customer at all. Not muted though. Oh, I didn't even think about the cleaners being closed today. What the hell is this? Oh yeah, I gouged my hand the other day. Hurt like a son of a bitch. Yeah, this is one of mine. Hey.
How you doing?
Good.
Make the keys like this. I think if both of them both be the same play item. Well, I thought one of them didn't work.
Yeah, they're fine. How many do you need?
Huh?
How many do you need?
How much are they?
These are $4.75 each.
Give me 5, 4 of them.
4 of them.
Y'all got plenty of keys in here.
No trouble.
Y'all ain't got, I ain't nobody got it, huh? Y'all look, I usually go to down Highway 80 down there.
All right, you got 2052.
2052?
Yep. Thank you, sir.
All right, appreciate it.
Have a good weekend.
But
All right, hold on. Found the splinter. This thing got me good, and it's still bugging the shit out of me, y'all. Yeah, I see it on this side. It's like if I can hold that position. Which screen are we on? That'll work. Oh shit, where'd he go? Oh, there it was. Ah, that's it. Ah, this is it's in such an awkward position. Well, I say it. Basically, just dig away until you get it, right? There's a razor blade. I have Jason perform surgery day. Sorry. I gotta go get that guy out of the spot. Oh. Is that it? Oh my god, that was a piece of glass. Did I get it? Go run this guy out. I think I got it that time. Nope, splinter's still there. Fucking hell. Alright, I need a razor blade now. The fuck is this? The hell happened? Weren't y'all supposed to be watching? What's up, cable guy? Skylink, Dave A, Lynn H. Everybody I didn't ever said hey to everybody. I got a fresh razor blade right here. And alcohol. I'm not even seeing where they went on the camera. Like they went past any bakery items or anything. Where did they go? You walk to the left. My left or your left? Whose left? She yelled as loud as he could. Thanks for the try. I got honey bun too. To soothe my soul after I dig out this fucking splinter. Where's the camera? We need the work cam for that, don't we? Yep, camera, phone, answer the phone. Oh shoot. Shoot. That just shows you how rude people are. How many spots can y'all see from your vantage point? 2, 3, at least 3 that are available. Oh my god, that pisses me off so bad when people do that. Why does why Frank exist? Okay, guys. And gals. Need the mobile comments over here. They're gonna be like the nurses. Nurse! Scalpel. Nurse, light. Oh, I need another scalpel. Where'd it go? Make sure we have a clean operating surface. Clean our utensils here in our work area. Not much rust on that blade, so it's good. Somewhere under there is a effing splinter that hurts like hell. So I'm just gonna cut away all the skin. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, I think it is. Ah! Oh, that was hard. Okay, hold on. That hurt like hell. Now, oh, I found it. There it is. Look at that. Look at that guy. Right there. Oh, my God. That was a long boy, too. No wonder it hurt like son of a bitch. Right there, I think. Lock and key. No, man, we don't do that. We do not. Thank you. I feel much better. Anthony, you on the road, be safe. I'll let him on. Forgot to switch the mic, didn't I? Yep, I did. Okay. Now, we do have to go back to the workbench to see about that cylinder, though. I refuse to accept that I can't fix the cylinder. I was just on Amazon and I saw those. I just like the little pocket pouch that comes in. They work well. They're just a little awkward to use. I think I got it out though. Oh, yes. Okay. Back to the workbench camera and the workbench microphone. Where'd my little cardboard wrapper go? Oh. Okay. The key. Oh, well, you know what? Hold on. Something's going on with it. And I already repinned it once. So it's not the bottom pins, it's 100% the top pins. I was like, did I accidentally flip one upside down or something? Let me see. Nope. Checked the top pins before I put it back together the second time, and they all seem normal. Don't know what it is, but I guess we'll find out here. Come on. Crap. Something's going on. Right there, 2 and 3. Is it backwards? Did they put the plug in backwards or something? I know I didn't. Because oh, shit. It's hard to tell on these. But from the factory, should be the same both sides. Yeah, screw you. So, pin, everything's good. Let's try putting it in the other way, maybe. Look how sloppy that is. Are the holes oversized? God, there's a lot of slop in that hole. Everything looks fine. Let's switch it out there. Whoop, come on. Boop. Nope, those are the old ones. Let's get some new quick set. Style right here. Boop. Boop, boop. Come apart. Boop. Get in there. I was hiding behind the plug. I was like, where? I know I brought out 4. Where did that 5th one go? It's hiding right there. Let's switch keys. We don't have access to that key anymore. Let's put it back on, I guess, a master key, huh? A wiser key. 12325, which is 186, I believe. 2 would be 204. 1 through 2, 3 would be 222-ish. And then 2 again would be 204. And 5, I think, is going to be 240. No, 258. I always get my 5s and 6s mixed up on wisers. I don't know why. So it's either or. It's probably the problem with it. Let's go this half dozen one or another, right? Alright, now I want to see something though. What is that? 46453. Oh, we have one that does not play well with quickset. Now it is a master keyway, but every so often you'll run across these guys that just don't want to cooperate with quickset keys. Let's see if it's reversed. That's super weird when it does this too. Come on, let me in. Oh, come on, let me in. I hear a puppy. Shit. Maybe it's on the wrong side. The holes just don't line up right when I'm doing this, like a normal lock would. But that's super weird how it separates right there when I get to that second and third position. Let's flip it around and see. Maybe the factory did. Oh shit, it veered off. Don't veer off. But another thing I noticed about this box, y'all see something on this box that's might cue you off here? I didn't write that. That's how it came in. Come on now. Okay, this is kind of silly. Come on, what's up? What's up with you? See, this is that kind of crap stuff that you run into like this is your last doorknob, you're on a job of 10 doors, and you're like, oh shit, I gotta replace one of these knobs, and you go and you grab your trusty replacement hardware out of your truck, and it does this bullshit. Keeps veering off right there at 2 and 3. Shim trim. Nope. Yep. You still driving, Anthony? Or am I behind on the comments? Oh, I was behind on the comments. You find it mildly tougher to shim. I know, sergeants are pretty tight. Those can be very frustrating. Oh, I'll show you something else. Hold on. I'll walk away for a second and grab this. Along with my cup of Mississippi cold drip, which you can buy at mscolddrip.com if you're in the international United States. I highly recommend the salted caramel. It's as delicious as it is healthy and refreshing. I don't know about some of that, but it's delicious. That's for 100% sure. Come on now, it's like right here in the 2 and 3 section is where it like weirds out. So let's flip it around if we can get this bitch apart. Okay, there's 4. Come on now, you can do it, Jason. You shimmed. You watched the YouTube video on this, so it's separating right there. Should be able to. Ah, there it goes. Okay, so now we're going to flip it around. So go through here and here. How about that? Nope, definitely not it. So something's going on with this lock. I'm going to send it back because where was this? 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. So that's 2. Look at me reusing pins, y'all. Which way was it again? This way. Nope. Hey, be right with you. Hey.
I need a replacement for that guy.
How many?
2.
I did a pretty major state of the state recently, but I didn't film it. Why is there a Tesla in my spot? I always think it's funny when you go to the hardware store and they're selling GACs. Literal GACs, too. Out of the box, it says GAC on it. Giveaway keyring. So I start bagging them up, selling them, too. Hit that smash button. Appreciate that reminder. Very timely. He didn't try it, and I guess he tried them. Did he try them? I guess that's why he went to the back of his truck to try them. Oh, hey, Gumby, I thought you were out today. Taking a 5-minute break. Well, howdy. Where'd my damn coffee go? I don't know. I feel like I should probably just return that master knob. I feel like it's going to give me problems, and I don't know. I might have a spare cylinder. I could switch it out. Get your first ID in order and have to reload your pinning kit. Luckily, as your new locksmith should get a 1200 or a machine like a Triton that can also code cut. I mean, if you're trying to get him, just depends on whether you're going new automotive or commercial, really. Heavier commercial residential, I'd definitely say 1200. But the Triton would be better for automotive, obviously, probably. I think. If I'm thinking that's what I'm thinking of the Triton. Hadn't shot for key machines recently. I'm still not 100% sure they're written something down in here. Just feels like it. May just be sore. Yeah, 1200. Yeah, I really wish there would be an alternative for the 1200, but there really isn't. Like, just like it, but different, you know? With better support than is available now. I still have my 1200 from, no, I finished it. Dude brought back the locks because it had those Schlage bimetal screws, and he said those weren't for wood. It was very anticlimactic. So I had to just give him a bunch of wood screws too. Framing manual. Yeah, I've got my framing, I've got my 1200 side by side. I'm always gonna go 200, 1200. For speed, but for accuracy and for oddball stuff, you can't really beat the framing either. Like, that's the main question. Would you go framing or would you go 1200? The thing about the framing is you really learn your key stuff. It really teaches you your key stuff knowledge. You don't just put marks on dial to marks. You have to understand things. So 1200, if you really want to become proficient in space depth and biddings, spaces and depths and stuff like that, it really is a whole different ball game when you're cutting a bunch of keys on a 1200. But of course there are spacing blocks. It goes to the spacing block, but even when I'm using mine, I still naturally will dial into the spacing block, but also cross-reference it to that. So if I'm doing a bunch of Schlage, I'll start remembering the numbers, you know, and then I'll naturally go to the mark, but still look at the dial and do in the exact measurement. It's kind of a cross between in a way, a kind of a cross between a 1200 and it's the best of both worlds. It's just slower, honestly. You can get fast. When you're doing multiple ones, you can get pretty quick on them, yeah. I don't know. If I had to buy one of the two now, knowing what I know, I would go 1200. Boo. If you need to cut more than 5 of them, yeah, 1200. Yeah, if you're just doing onesies and twosies, I would almost have to go framing. But when I don't know. That's entirely. That's a hard. It's a hard question. I was thinking about getting a blue punch for Schleg. I was thinking about that. It would really come in handy. I was just telling Kim that that would come in very much handy. She's not into the whole punch thing, so she's just like, well, if you think so. I was like, yeah, I really do think I should probably look into getting one. It would help because I do so many Schleg master key systems. And it certainly would alleviate some of the stress from my old 1200 too, which would be even better. The Freeman versus 1200 argument is kind of on the lower end of the all-time locksmith arguments. You know, you all have the graphite versus WD-40, and then you have other things. This is always one of those questions. 1200 versus Freeman. I heard a lot about ITLs, but I think we had one predecessor to me. I think there was one here. I think the former owner of this joint had leased one for like a year. Because every so often I found some chip things that I think were related to that. But I've never actually messed with one. With the framing. He is super precise. That's the one great thing about it. Is you can really dial it in. My spacing block tends to wobble and travel just a hair as I'm getting towards the end of the key, so I always have to kind of watch it. Like the spacing block will move a little bit, so I always kind of have to watch it towards cuts 4, 5, and 6. Probably just needs, disassembling and, a little bit of thread locking here and there. What's up, LPE? ITL support sucks now. And isn't ITL Northern? Aren't they Canadian? Am I mistaken with that? Or are they? I don't know where they're from, but I always that comment ITL always comes up with Canadians. So I'm assuming it's more of a Northern thing than anything. Definitely get the Schlag Blue Punch. I know. I really think that would help, especially when I get, 100 cylinders in here to rekey. Got to where you didn't use the blocks. I was doing the math. 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 262. 50, 100, 150, 200, 243. I think it's Canadian, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe. I'm probably mistaken. Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last time. Oh, hey. We have some stuff that You're from Canada. What's an ITO? Okay, maybe not. Maybe wrong. That's what I know. I have some stuff sent in that I got in yesterday. Joe sent it to me. Oh, damn. It's a fly. Thank you, Joe, for this. I appreciate it. And in fact, it came in timely, and I don't really want to show off this now on here, but he sent me like a bunch of quickset keys, like damn near a whole box of quickset blanks. And funny enough, we're almost out of brass blanks. We had a huge order for it's like 100 something odd quickset keys that really bit into our stock the other day, and I was like, well, I got to put an order in, but not right now, so I'm gonna just because I still had a shitload of nickel silver keys. And I was like, well, I'll just use nickel silver. People can deal with it. I knew that was going to happen. Back about a year ago, I was like, let's just go ahead and order nickel plated and quickset brass keys and keep them both in stock. We have a lot of people that'll bring in a silver key and a brass key. And yeah, we'll be nice and just match them, brass and silver. That way they can tell them apart still. So nice of us. And I've done this in the past, periodically, probably 3 different times. And every time I give up and just go back to brass totally. I don't know why I do, but that's happened. Over the 30 years I've been here, like, approximately, I can think of 3 times, this being the 3rd time, where I've stocked both quickset nickel plated quickset nickel plated and silver. They sent me a whole damn box of M1s too. These are the good ones. Some quickset cylinders with the old Corbin keyway. These were the M-Heart quickset copies that bounced along for a handful of years. So it's a Corbin keyway and a quickset cylinder, just like their deadbolts. That was such a wild and confusing time. Can you imagine? And they're I don't have a thing to hit to make it go into the drift into the clouds and like, whoa, imagine this. This would have kept going. In other words, Corbin Wrestling would have had all sorts of Corbin Wrestling keyways in quickset doorknobs. He's in the hospital. I guess his guy didn't show up today because it's Memorial Day weekend, but I don't know.
Oh, no.
I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, well, you could say.
Yeah.
But I've got
His son is open in Pearl. I don't know about Saturdays, but he might be the best place to go.
I think he's going to be feeling better.
Yeah, I don't know. He's been in the hospital for like 2 weeks, so.
Oh.
But,
I think I was going to throw these away. I've been by here 3 times now.
yeah. I mean,
So-
Pearl, Heartland Plaza off Highway 80 near Pearson Road.
It's not.
There's a place in Ridgeland, maybe, that I saw drove the other day on Highway 51 going to Madison.
Well, actually, you see what I'm saying?
Honestly, they would probably
Say-
tell you that it's not, he's not
it's
into.
just so uncomfortable. I just, I've had actually 3 pairs of shoes. It's so weird in the last year. Just go kaput.
Yeah.
And my 3 favorite, of course.
From what I've seen, he would probably turn those down, so.
Okay, yeah, you probably learned a lot. Okay, thank you very much.
Have a good weekend.
You too. For a trash can,
They're,
the block square.
yeah, they're heading one around here.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, thanks.
Just take them home on the way. Why 12? And funnily enough, a Schlage deadbolt. There's some Schlage SC4 keys. That's cool. But funnily enough, and this is why I don't want to take it out, because there's Ace Hardware deadbolts in there, and I still want to do. So I'm leaving this all in there in preparation for a video, and then some kind of weird ass keys. Like, why in the hell do you have these keys? Joe, are you here? How did you end up with, what the fuck is this? Silka CH20R. That is such an oddball key. CH20R. That would have to be a boat. I don't know. 1041TR. This is a Chicago key. 1041TR. So anyway, I'm going to lead into a video with these just to bash the hell out of Ace Hardware deadbolt. Anyway, thank you though. Your quickset delivery keys was very timely. Very timely. There's a perfectly good open spot right next to you. Two times two. You have a quickset with SC1QA. 1200 is like the 1200 in these cars. Blue punches, QA. Yeah, you have to have multiple blue punches, and you're very limited. I mean, that's it. You run across a Wiser, you're screwed. You run across anything. Now, the punch 1200, I always felt like it was a little flimmy Z. Flimmy Z. I don't know. Is it just me? Compared to a blue punch? It definitely is. You're walking to an Ace Hardware right now? I see, the only problem with me doing that video is I still kind of have to go to the Ace Hardware. And, you know, small town. Relatively small town. But it's unfortunate, but it's true, because Ace Hardware sells the shittiest fucking deadbolts in the world. Aside from Amazon. Amazon's up there now. And then it's Ace Hardware. And then it's... There's another one in there somewhere before you get to Quickset. Believe it or not. So yeah, I'm thinking of Schlage punches next on my list. Come in handy. Kim doesn't like using the punch. It's too hard to. She has a lot of trouble, and honestly, it is kind of a pain in the ass getting the best keys and the best punch. I don't know if it'll be easier for Schlage or not. Probably will be, because once you get that angle in there, it's the same. Whereas with Best, yes, the grooves sometimes do throw you off when you're slipping it in there.
I definitely thought so.
So, what's up next? You're running behind. Oh shit, Defiant. Depending on what you consider quality. I mean, if Defiant would fix their corrosion problem, they would actually be a decent cheap deadbolt. Since they changed their tailpiece style to the more rigid, and we don't have the tailpiece twisting issue anymore. When they were, during that period of the tailpiece twisting issue, they were definitely the junkiest. A2 Best use an old Exacta. Got a red Quickset, Hyper Tough at Walmart's the best. Are you being funny, or Isn't Hypertough just rebranded Defiant now? I don't know if it still has the flat tail pieces or not on the deadbolts. Worst part of the Blue Punch is burning keys because he forgot to reset the carriage. Yeah. Yeah. Hey,
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Um, let me see my key that I had last time.
Which one's
It
that?
said Queen.
They were out of the dang Queen keys. I'm waiting on them to. I know, right?
Dang it.
I know. I just got a crap load in, and the Queens
Cause
were
I
one of the
just
ones.
moved again, so
Got,
I'm trying.
usually I order them in by the 25 quantity versus 5 quantity for everything else, but they had none. And I'm still waiting for them to get their stock in so that I can get even more in, including the Queens.
Okay.
I was hot about that one because it's a popular one.
Don't have no stars on nothing. Nothing. Stop.
Yeah, you got them flowers over there. You got what about that one right in the middle with the blue and the pink? It's kind of neat. Glad.
No stars. These the only designer keys you got.
Yeah, not for your key on that board.
This one right here.
Yeah, not on that board to work.
Hit a queen right here.
Yeah, it's not for yours.
It's not gonna work for me. Fine.
That's the other. There's two brands. That's two brands, and yours isn't that brand, so it's got to be the round shape.
Yeah. Look at the right one.
None of them over there either. Only the round heads on this one, and these big ones on the bottom too. The shapes. You see that hot pink one?
I only got that pink because it had queen on it.
Yeah.
That's my nickname. Give
Did you see the stars and moons down there? The blue one?
I don't like 5 foot stars.
Uh,
Give me this one. I guess I'll take that down. I got some dolphins. Well, there's butterflies. I like butterflies too.
yeah.
I'll do a butterfly. How much is that?
405 with the tax.
Okay.
Not they were out of your shape.
Yeah. Them flowers.
Yeah.
Like daisies or something. Shoot, I ain't even gave you the key number.
Yeah, they got.
How much is it for to just to give one just a other copy?
These are 375. Plain ones are 275.
Okay. Give me both.
One of each.
Yes, sir. And that car key that's on that, y'all don't do them, do you?
The chipper below during the week down there on fortification.
Fortification, yeah.
Does nothing but that. All right, 702. one of them's the belt goes through, another one slips on and off.
Okay, this one, that's what I want to be, put one on. That's
Yeah,
what I hate.
that's not over to the eight and just put it on.
Put it all
It's
in
still
there.
pretty secure, I like that belt. So you
Yeah.
can set still that.
One handle though. I got one that handles something like that. Something like that, but it's flat. It's more.
It's not that thick.
Yeah, it's something like that. But I need. It don't have a lock like the bottom. Like it's just a thing.
All right.
I need one that have a lock. That you can put a key in.
Yeah. Yeah, those.
Yeah, you don't have them silvered out.
This one I've only got. Are you ready?
Thank you, Jesus. Oh, sheesh. How much are those? Oh, goodness gracious. Some dust. Somewhere got me sneezing. Yeah. Now, how much are those? They fit pretty much indoors if it's already one on there like
Yeah,
this.
that one's the easiest one to ever to install too. So let me find out here. You can also put a doorknob on it. Doorknobs are cheaper. You can switch it for a doorknob too, which are cheaper. Just so you know.
But I'm saying I stay in apartments and I don't want them to be like, well, they don't have like come.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah. They won't think twice because it kind of fades.
Kind of.
Dead.
Yeah. So that one is about $64-ish.
Not today. I can't get it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, not today.
So compared to a doorknobs are usually like 35-ish. So. All right. So you got 702 on the keys.
Okay.
Oh, you want that too? Yeah. It's really easy.
480.
Yeah, it's in the system here. Should be somewhere. $12.30. Thank you. Have a good weekend. You too. Throw it away for you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Have a good one.
You too.
Mr. Special Tesla's been gone quite a while, huh? Bam, 12:45. What happened has happened to this day, y'all. It has just flown by in a fizzy. In a fizzy. They're right at 12 o'clock. Dildo. Hold on. No, don't freeze. Freeze. Well, either which way. He's been here since 12 o'clock exactly, so I guess he'll be gone for another bit. Asshat. But it's the end of life. So, in celebration of Memorial Day weekend, Jason's going to be leaving early today. Boom, hiss. And that means that we're going to go ahead and start wrapping up today's live. Because if Jason has to leave early today, that means that live has to end early, right? Hour and a half minute warning. You know what I mean. I pulled that, by the way, earlier I cut some ARE keys, that's camper keys. Old guy that came in needing 2 of them or whatever. They were ARE keys. That's why I said, oh, never mind. I always say that when I see that. I pulled the code off the original keys, not to see what key blank they used, but to see if, no, wait, not the ARE keys. Back off. Forget the RE. The camper keys, yeah. Those, I pulled the code on them simply to see if the code was in the system. Because I have ran across a code that wasn't in there. So nowadays, if I come across in my retail, whatever the fuck this is, when I see code keys come in that I know are newer series, I always check it so that if it's not in the system, I can submit it to the system and help everybody else, which I do quite often. So that's why I check the code on the camper key. I knew it was a BAU4. So it was just like, I got to check the code. Make sure the bidding's there for the next person that runs across a 719 code. I honestly think they have most of those already, but you never always check it to make sure, right? Just in case. You know what I did not get a chance to do, and I've been waving these for a minute now? I bet these are gross as hell by now. Let's see. Oh. Oh. What's going on in there? Did they... Oh, we don't want these, do we? No, those are 100% bad. I've never seen white. Ew, gross. It's growing mold in here. Well, not mold, but whatever food grows. I'm going to go throw this away now. I'm not going to open it. Luckily, it's still sealed. Never mind. I'm not going to be eating these. Lay yuck. Lay yuck. Oh, lock codes is what I was checking. Lock codes, the shoe shop's not there today. And there's a dick Tesla in the way. It's door guys are going out next week, as a matter of fact. We got delayed for something. I hadn't really stamped them. Well, didn't ever get stamps in. They're gonna go out plain. They're going out this week though. We got delayed last week because of other issues. It wasn't right with the timing, so. Hey, like that parking job? That's when I flipped the camera on. That's when I flipped the outside camera on so you can see that wonderful parking. I'm going to take a sip of my Mississippi Cold Drip, which is now coming to the very end of the glass. A toast to this weekend. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I'm going to finish off this day by doing absolutely nothing. And then tomorrow I get to learn how to put in a dishwasher. Yay me. Damn it, Kim, I'm a locksmith, not a dishwasher installer. It's always icky under them, too. That's the worst part about it, though, is how gross it is. It's not like you can clean under your dishwasher, you know. I believe, yes, it has. I think that's going to be the issue. And I just realized that too, because it's already an issue with something else. So you're telling me that, fuck, I didn't think about that. Ah, yeah, there's a tile that was added after the fact. And we realized that because our refrigerator cabinet area is exactly off by a little bit. And I just realized, yes, that is going to cause... No, it's not going to cause any problems. Shut up, don't tell me that. Don't make me realize that that's what's literally probably going to happen. Effing heck. Okay, I'm going to keep my fingers crossed. I hope that doesn't happen. What I'm thinking you're talking about there, it just suddenly crashed reality into me as far as logistics. Right? This is the whole problem part. Fuck. I already know I got to pull the molding out of the way, which means the whole strip of molding, but I did not even fucking... Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for the leveling feat to do their thing. I've got a fucking farm jack though. I get it in there. I get that bitch in there one way or another. So the bigger problem is we ended up having to get a refrigerator too, and we had a smaller one and it's bigger. It barely fits. So the height was like 60 inches. The new refrigerator is 60 inches. And it came crashing back to me. It suddenly realized when I was measuring, I was like, you know why? You know why this is off by a little bit? It's because this tile was added. And guarantee if we pull this tile up, there's linoleum underneath this, and they laid the tile on top of linoleum, thus resulting in this much difference in clearance. So I'm already facing how am I going to get my refrigerator under this much? I mean, I think it's going to be this much. So I'm not cutting anything until it actually gets there, and I try to force it in, and I was like, farm jack. I could jack that bitch up. No, I better not do that. I don't know. We'll find out, though. My weekend's going to be a hell of a lot of fun, I can already tell. But ours was pretty old. Both of them were pretty old and had to be replaced. So one way or another, they're getting replaced because they're showing up tomorrow. That's my fun day Sunday. And as long as it doesn't rain, I'm going to go home right now and mow. I see some clouds way over yonder. Let's take one last look outside, y'all. I'm going to go peek outside because I do have to... That's going to be hot as hell. Don't tell me that, Gumby. I know that. Yeah, there's a lip. That's solid wood lip. I've already realized I'm gonna have to cut it possibly a 1/4 inch off. I'm gonna go smooth as silk. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed that it does. That's why I'm not cutting anything until it shows up, because my luck, I would just anticipate it. I measured it in the store. I'm hoping the feet, but then when I looked under it to check, I was like, oh, it's got hard rollers. Once you do your feet on the fridge and you level it down, it hits those rollers. So it was sitting on its rollers in the store, which meant it ain't going down no more. So that's a concern. But I'm not gonna cut anything until literally it won't go in there. For all intents and purposes, it might slip right under there just fine, but I don't. It's my luck, you know. I'm going to use this as an excuse if I end up having to do that. I'm going to buy a new skill saw. I've actually got the blade for a new one, and I never ordered one. I was going to order a cheap one on Amazon because mine's like a Sears skill saw. It works just fine for rough lumber, but I got to do this sideways. Really should order one of those little like 4.5. Is there a, or maybe I could use my, I don't know if it's powerful enough for that, but the 3-inch, oh wow, thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. Is this just going to fire off and scare the hell out of me, though?
Or chatted with 50. They said happen to make it. So late/early here thoughts. 4 a.m. Lucky for us, my gathering session went late/early.
She read that pretty well. It's still going to fire off. Why didn't you do the thing? Thank you for not doing the thing. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, we got the new supply lines. It came with it. I got to check all that. Honestly, I go 20 plus 20, almost 20 years worth of use. It needs to come out. All those connections need to be checked. If not, that's when it comes to that point when something happens one day and, you know, corrosion happens. So I think for all intents and purposes, you are supposed to every so often replace. I think you're really supposed to replace that so that you can check all the supply lines and everything. Just remove the rollers. Yeah, I was thinking about that, but how do you do it? You're not really supposed to tip a refrigerator because of the Freon. You want me to turn that up for you? Thank you, Jay.
Locksmith just super chatted with 2. They said Jason still has a small peepee.
If you can put a 10-pound pig in a 5-pound sack, you can put a refrigerator in. Have a dishwasher install conversation. Better not, because that means it didn't go well. Okay, we're not coming in. Thanks again, Mark, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. And Jay. If you tip a Freon appliance, just give it a day to sit. You seriously think that I can convince Kim not to play with her new refrigerator? Don't they have to tip it to bring it in? So is that what they're going to tell us after they deliver it? Is that we just got to wait that long before we plug it in? How do you do that when you have to transfer food? What do you do with your food that's cold and your condiments? These are all questions that I have that I've never had to deal with before. We can plug them both in, I guess, and just leave it sitting in the middle of the room. I've had to do it before, so at least 4 hours. Oh, fuck. Because it's got to get through the doors and all that, and for these big ass refrigerators, literally you have no choice but to tip them to get them through doors. So yeah, I guess the delivery crew is going to bring it in and or take it out of the box and then bring it through the door and just say don't plug it in for a while. So in other words, what y'all are telling me is if they say, oh yeah, you can plug it in and start using it right away, they're fucking lying. Is that what you're saying? Do I need to record that with them so that if we have to, something happens, we can say, hey, he told us to? I don't know. Should I? Only problem is it's laid down. Tipping is fine. We have 10 cows end up on the. You have 10 cows end up on the beach, died on the beach. Why do you have 10 cows on the beach dead? That's such a random statement, LP. I know you're overseas somewhere. Australia? Or maybe not. I don't know. But why do you have 10 dead cows on a beach? Well, see, I got to bring the one from my house up here, too. So we will definitely have a fridge swapping out video here because the one from the house still works. It's just old and probably not much life left in it. The shelves are like, the pull-out shelf on bottom's cracked. It's small, the same size as the one here, which is dead. It got to go out, and then it's got to come home. So I got to borrow a friend's pickup truck and strap it down and ride it up here and maneuver it through here. So we probably definitely will have a swap out the refrigerator video. And this refrigerator's been here for like 150 years, so I'm really scared about how nasty it's going to be under it. Jason, did you miss the line about being flooded for 10 days? I did. His cows? No, yes, I didn't see that. You're flooded out? Where are you? Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. What? You've been flooded in for the last week. Well, fucking hell, that sucks. Okay, can't drone you in some toilet paper? Oh, where are you, though? Y'all got me all out of sorts on this dishwasher install. 200 inches of water. Ah, damn. Your cows or just random cows? How many cows do you have if they're your cows? It's like Plum Island here in New York. New York has islands? Thought New York was an island. I got my dolly. I got my dolly, and I'm good. I got some of them slippy things too. I gotta remember to take my dolly home tonight, though. Pocket Women's Australian. Every so often, Goofball shows up when he's still awake. It's just bad timing for the Aussie fellas. North South Forster North Southwest NSW Forster NSW Australia. Yeah, I know. I was just fucking around. Not you, Jay. So that's not great. That's not great. Hope you get unflooded. So like you can like look out your window and see floodwaters right now. Yeah, that sucks. That's why our shop's on a hill and my house is on a hill. I like hills. I like being higher up. Natural floodwaters probably won't affect either my house or my business, so I'm happy about that. It would have to be really bad for it to hit either of my places. So New South Wales. Okay, thank you. I'm not totally fluent on Australian abbreviations. It's a fan backing down across the street. Well, I hope you get unflooded soon and everything's okay. It sucks about the cows, though. That's gonna. But I take it you've processed them? By the time you remove all the tape, film, and foam spacers from the fridge. Yeah, that's stainless steel. When we were looking at them, they had like a whole row of dented and dinged, and there was a variety of scratches on it. And I'm like, please, for the love of God, don't let them ding our refrigerator, because it's so easy to ding it. And like I'm sitting here having horrid visions of like our dumbass dog running head first into it or something and dinging it. It's like, so sketchy getting it in. Yeah, I mean, like, that's what I was wondering as far as the livestock, if they were your cows, and is that like, I don't know how many cows you have, you know. If you have 1,000 cows, but if that's most of your herd, that really sucks. We grew up on a farm, small farm, but I got used to the cows and the bulls. Fuck that bull. Hated that bull with a passion. It hated me with a passion too. It got me in the back of the leg one day. I had a scar, still got a scar if you look just right, right along the back of my leg, right there. And bull in a field. Effing bull in a field where a college stands today that I used to dove hunt in. And that bull did not like us dove hunting in his field. Just give it a deep scratch when you unbox it. There was one there that had like, it looked literally like they took a claw hammer and just went down the front of it. And yeah, it was like a $4,000 refrigerator. So prices are ridiculous, by the way. I'm broke. Thank you for that. We can buy McDonald's now. Thank you for Mark. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's what happens when you have to buy a stupid ass refrigerator and dishwasher. The dollar value menu sucks. Yeah, there's like a $4,000 refrigerator that's got gashes all the way across the front that they were trying to sell for like 1,300, which no, I guess is a good deal. Yeah, weed whacker was the other leg. This happened when I was literally like a rather young teenager. I can see it right here. I'd forgotten all about it, honestly. But if I flex my leg just right, there's a scar running up the back of my leg. That bitch got me right in the middle of the field. I was running like a son of a bitch, too. You know, those are fast. That big ass son of a bitch. Luckily, he didn't have big horns, but still hurt. Like getting trampled still hurts like a motherfucker. We made it to the silo after I got trampled. That was fun. We scared it off with fireworks. Now your cows, they have a helicopter moving on. Hey, helicopter, damn, wildlife, man. I guess that's Aussie for you, though, right? I was challenged to do British accents, but I hadn't practiced my British accent, so I'm not going to do it right now. But possibly if I ever do a video on what we were talking about with Regent over on their Discord. Yeah, I hadn't practiced my British accent, and my throat's already a little sore from today, so we're out of here. Wait, this is the wrong screen. We gotta go to the disassemble screen. And we're 13 minutes past time, not your cows. Okay, well, that's good. But yeah, having to deal with it if it's close by your... Yeah, that's kind of stinky. Literally. All right. Try a Scouse accent. Now I gotta go watch what's-his-name's videos and a couple other... before I offend the whole country of Britain. The whole British people. Which, you know, given the history... Whatever. I think we are closing early today. Oh, that's sweet. I think we are closing early today. Isn't this still considered early? Pretty sure it is. Tesla bitch is still there. I'm gonna come up with a song for Tesla bitch when he comes back. They don't do that there, do they? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Has everybody been Wait, was it activated? Does that mean everybody's been getting points? They were disabled. Moo! Ooh! Ooh! That's the sort of thing we got to remember first. And I never set it up because I completely forgot about it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this open. Thanks, dang it, Wes. I'm going to leave this open and fix it now. And check with my mods and on our mod mail to see if it looks okay to them. So here's an example. For every 10 minutes watching, the viewer gets 100 points. This is just an example. The numbers can be changed. For every 10 minutes watching, the viewer gets 100 log force points. For each day check-in, that doesn't apply. Check-in per day. What is considered a check-in? What do you consider a check-in, though? Okay. Okay, well, let's go back to the time watching. So, mods can be a shut up, trying to film here, damn it. Can be assigned 2 times the points. Members can get so if you're by my setup, I can assign different points. We really don't have members just connected to the YouTube member thing, which is not, I don't use that because we have store members. Thanks, store members. Shout out to the store members. Appreciate that. Oh, and those of you here, yes, these are going out. Not these, but these are definitely going out next week. We had to wait for something to come in before they could be mailed out. Stamping, most of them won't be stamped, so I'm going to stamp a few of them for a few lucky people. And I know everybody's going to be disappointed if you don't get a stamped one, but I can only stamp so many of those. I guess I could turn it on now, that way we don't. For 10 minutes of watching, that's a lot of points, you know what I mean? If you watch the whole time, that's 120 minimum at 100 per 10 minutes. So that's 600, 1,200. That's 1,200 points. I guess that's not a lot. Does that sound good? 1,200 points to duel with? I guess it really depends on the duel, though. You say for, okay, thank you, Wes. I say for every 30 minutes watching, user gets 100 points. So when you duel, do you duel by, is it minimum for the duel? Let me go look at the duel thing. There is a minimum bet amount of 200, so that's not going to work. Good call, Bridget. Did you just... Okay. No, wait. I just saw something. Hold on. It can be moved under 200. Minimum bet amount is 20. Will it do 20? Oh, it will do 20. So, yeah. Maximum bet amount. Minimum bet amount can be changed. Dual duration in seconds, 300. So that gives you 360 seconds. Why is it not a divisible of a 60-second thing? How long do you have to duel? 2 minutes will be 120 seconds. This gives you over double that. So this gives you almost 5 minutes to duel. That's the first choices. I think our house fridge is approximately 30 years old right now. 10 points. Hey, get 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. So if we knock the duel around to 20, you're only dueling for 20 though. That's not big numbers. Like, you want to know what the max is? The minimum can go up to 5,000. But you know, it kind of loses its value after that. Literally on my scale, I have this big slider scale, right? If I move it this much, boop, it's 85. Just like as very small scales this big. And if I take my mouse and I just go eep, just a little bit, 179. Like, boop, 85. It's like the minimum I can do without typing it in. Boop, 132. Boop. 132. Just trying to pull the slider over as far as as small as possible comes up to 132. So it's like they want you to be using big numbers here. So give me something else to set it. I say minimum bet amount 100, because that's just a 16th out of 10 feet, literally. So 100. Minimum bet 100, maximum bet 200, 400, 500, 500. You can bet. Oh. The maximum bet is 50,000. Holy shit. What's the maximum? Wow, that we're not even using but God, like a fragment of what we could. 500. And how many seconds is that long enough? That's too long, isn't it? Let's knock that down. You got a minute. You got 2 minutes to do your duel. That's 240. That's 120 seconds. That's plenty long to duel, right? 120. There we go. I could customize this if I wanted to, the message, but let's not. Now, what is all this? To start a duel game. Next step. Next step. Next step. Next step. Next step. Refresh. Alright, let's go back to these points. Loyalty points enabled, lock force points. 100 per 10 minutes, 100 per... So we had max, that would only give you, what did we come up with for that? Help me think math-wise. Too many points and this will take over the chat online. We're only going to do it at the end, though. I know, that's why it's coming to the shop. It's still running. 100 for minimum is good, 500 max. We don't either, Mark. Nobody knows about any of this. 100 per 10 minutes. That'll give you 100 per... What did I set the minimum for? If I do 100 per 20 minutes, 20, 40, 60, that's 600 for 2 hours. It's not very many, is it? So you double that to 1,200. Let's go ahead. Let's do 100. Let's go ahead and get everybody some beefy points. So 100 every 10 minutes builds up. Mods get 2 times the points. Alert base. Set alerts that viewers can trigger and earn lock force points. Ah! Add an alert point. Set alerts that viewers can trigger and earn. Add an alert point. What the hell does this? Set an alert type. Oh, well, now look at this. YouTube Super Chat. Mark, you would have gotten... See, there's a problem there because it would have given you... Thank you. I just found your spot, Mark. But the problem is Jay also would have gotten that. Regardless, we're going to knock up a super chat. and get y'all some extra points. Remember, we have no idea what the heck this does. This is just dueling. There's no... This is different from Lock Force points. This is Lock Force weirdo live stuff. So, okay, add it. Oh, and I can do another one too. YouTube first chatter. Look, Rune, I can get you extra points. I can give you an extra 100 for being whoever the first chatter is. Oh shit. What else can we do here? Subscribers. We can bounce in some YouTube entrance. What the hell is that? Subscribers. Do we want to give a new subscriber a boost? I don't know. Do we? I guess we can. Screw it. We'll give him 100 too. All right, save that. User level based points. Oh, that's where we can add more for... Yeah, I don't really use those. Okay, all right, let's get rid of that. So they are actually just started. Users. Look. Holy shit, y'all already have them added in. Dang it, Wes, you already have 110. Mark, you have 110. Look at this. I can... Look at that. I can give you that 510. Boom! Boom! Look at that, Mark. You just got top of the list. Jay, I'm going to take away your points. Where are you? You're on. This is cool. There you are. Oh, never mind. I can't take away any because you have 0. Which is funny. Hey,
Whoa.
what can we help you with?
You also replacing the door, so you also have doorknobs, wants them. Okay. What you got?
Do you need it keyed up to a particular key, or do you need it to match one of the keys you already have?
No, this is from scratch.
Just what color do you want?
Let me see. Should have taken a picture of my stuff. Kind of pewter. Or kind of like this.
Antique bros.
On the deadbolt, do you need it to have the key on the inside and outside, or have a thumb around it?
Which one do you have? It's a little used back for, so it's not exactly.
Wood, solid wood, or do we have small glass thing?
It's steel and slate door. That helps you.
Glass.
No, no solid. Yeah. Yeah, for this probably goes from the inside on this. This is gonna be fun across the street, isn't it?
Yeah. See that wild and quickly, yeah.
And I've heard all the stories. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be interesting when the cold cleaners gets fenced off for construction and all of a sudden not parking whatsoever. Yeah, please. Okay, I'm stupid. That's what it is. That's what that is? Yeah.
Because they're satin nickel too.
No,
There is a dark gear, but it's hard to get now.
yeah, I mean, it's this or this, so yeah. Okay. This door, I'm not terribly worried. It's more secure. How's business been?
It's been good.
Good. Guess we'll have to figure out some way to do valet parking, or something like that.
They've been working on it, but the city's less cooperative.
Imagine that, right?
Oh, yeah, all right.
I like what Gabriel Quado told me about 6 weeks ago before the election. He said, "You know what? I'm going to go ahead and endorse Horn." He says, "If the mayor wants to hold up all my permits, that's fine. I paid my lawyers blah 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 so much a month, and he just had a screw it attitude." Hopefully in a few weeks it'll start getting better. Get stupid, which is entirely possible.
Keys on the door. Where is it? Okay. All right.
Appreciate it. Guess you want money, huh?
Yeah, it's that time.
Greedy capitalist pig.
All right, 5638. Just tap it there when you're ready.
You go.
Yep. All right, we're back. Are y'all dueling? Y'all should have been able to duel. We're only one distraction away. Only one distraction away. No, man, I gotta go. Y'all gotta go. This is a holiday weekend. I don't have nothing to cook or burn or. Okay, let me go back to this screen that we were looking at. Damn! Y'all are racking in some points. Everybody right now has well, Jay ain't got shit. Jay's gone. Wait, is this old? Let's see. Did it refresh? Can we refresh this? How do you refresh this? Yeah, Jay left. I guess that's pretty cool. It actually tracks how long you're. Everybody's up to 220 right now. So is that mathin'? What do we set it for? Loyalty points settings. 100 per 10 minutes. And then Mark, of course, has 620. So Mark's in the leaderboard. Thank you, Mark, for the super chat. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. I appreciate it. And yeah, next week y'all can duel away. Huh. Oh, Jimmy. You're probably right at that mark, between the 9 and 10 minute mark or something like that. Like if you wait another minute and do it, it'll probably reflect the right amount. That's funny. Yeah, we're gonna have a whole. Once y'all get used to it, you won't spam it as bad. So we can just leave it running. Real quick, SC6. What type of lock does that go to? Wafer. What if you already knew? What'd you ask me for? I can take away points too. Where was Jay? Jay still has 0, so I still can't really take away. Can you do negative for Jay? Holy shit, you can. No, you can, but it doesn't reflect. Ah, shucks. I just tried to make Jay go negative by 50, but while it lets you do it, it doesn't save it. It just saves it as 0. Oh well. But another thing I found weird is I thought my mods were supposed to be getting points at double the rate, and they're not. So that's interesting. Now, I'll play around with it for a while. We gotta go. It's time to go. I gotta get out of here, y'all. Points balance. We do need a graphite command, don't we? Interesting. Well, yeah, y'all have a great one. We'll play around with it even more next week. Now that it's assigning points to y'all, and now that I know I can go adjust points, we'll negative Jay back out when he's on next week. Don't tell him. Nobody say anything to Jay next week. Duel next time, noobs. That's funny. We gotta disassemble that. Lock force, disassemble. Y'all have a great weekend. I'm gonna go home now and mow. Oh, fuck that. And figure out how to yank a dishwasher out. Yeah, y'all have a great one. Thanks for joining in. Have a great weekend. It didn't actually stop, did it? It was supposed to. Let me try a different button. Happy Memorial Day. Again? Happy Memorial Day.